Do you feel the vibes?
Alright guys, what's up? I don't know how good of an idea this is, but since these are jacked up anyway, like yeah, they're like really jacked up, so I am going to try to take out the sole plate off of these boots, and I have a sock here. I don't know if I'm gonna use that or if I'm just gonna use tape and like wrap it around my foot and then put it on here, but I'm gonna try to make my own like collared boots or boots with maybe a sock and tape. It's not gonna be like a very good one, but I just thought it was a funny idea and a good, not like necessarily a good idea, but I just wanted to test it out. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Let's try to cut this out and just try to do this. Alright guys, that did not take forever. That was sarcastic, but that is all off now. You can just look how it is, and yeah, pretty cool. It's funny looking, but now we have the sole plate, and it's kind of funny looking too. I might have to fix it up a little bit and cut it down a little bit closer to the edges, but yeah. Let's just continue. Alright, I basically done cleaning up. I think that's about as good as the sole plate is gonna get. Since I cannot find the hot glue gun right now, I think I'm gonna try, maybe, I'm gonna use some zebra duct tape, and I am going to just like wrap the sock and like put it on, like wrap it around this right here, and then maybe like burn the duct tape where it sticks onto the boot. But I think that's how it's gonna work for now. If it doesn't work, I'll probably take it apart and then later find the glue gun.
It's gonna be like the new Messi, Nemeziz.
Alright guys, so far so good. They look pretty funny right now, but yeah. Let's keep going. Alright guys, that was literally the hardest like thing to get off. Oh my gosh. Hopefully I'll be able to put them back on, but dude, it's just crazy. But yeah, I had to like peel off like half of the heel to get this off because it was just that hard to get off. I should have waited to do the heel after I pulled them off, so I didn't get it so tight. Alright, I'm deciding to cut down the collar a little bit so it's easier to like get your foot in and out of the boot, because right now it's like really freaking hard. And yeah, I think that's gonna solve a bit of the problem. Alright, the collar's cut down. I still haven't put in the tape at the heel yet, just because I've been trying to fix everything else, but I'm sure that'll be coming soon, since it's getting easier to like do everything, and I'm figuring everything out. And I decided to put the sock liner in there, and it kind of helped out a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it in there or not, but because it's not staying flat. Okay guys, so I just finished the boots. They weren't exactly what they're not exactly what I was thinking of, like in my head, but honestly they're like really cool. They actually almost look like the Messi 17.1 Nemeziz or whatever. And then yeah, it looks like the Nemeziz bandages up there, but then I kind of ran out of that tape, so I used some peacock duct tape. So these are just like the duct tape boots. I was planning to like make a collar out of it with like this sock right here, but I just decided that it wasn't really gonna work out because the sock wouldn't stay in there correctly, because I didn't have a hot glue gun or like glue right now. So I just decided to move on without it, and it still seemed to work out pretty well. But they were gonna be laceless at first, but then I found out that since I had strapped the tape up here on my foot while it was still on my foot, that it was too tight to like put back on. So I had to cut open like down to like right there, as you see, and then I just made like poked holes in it and just put laces in there, and it actually seems to work really well. So yeah, I'll probably do some more finishing touches on them to make them look better, and then I think I'll actually like go out and review these for you guys, because I think that'd be cool and fun and funny just to see how they work and like turn out, because I actually want to see how they work. Alright guys, since I'm finished with these boots right here, I just wanted to tell you how I made them. First off, they're made out of duct tape, and then a Superfly 5 sole plate. I think it's my favorite sole plate, but that's not really why I chose it. The only reason I chose the Superfly 5 sole plate was because those boots were already jacked up anyway, and I just kind of wanted to, I had this idea to make my own soccer cleat. These aren't exactly what I was planning, but they're still actually pretty cool. They remind me of the new Messi 17.1 like Nemeziz or whatever. I think they're pretty cool, but yeah, so I'll tell you how I did it. First off, I had to cut off the upper of the Superfly 5 so I could just get the sole plate, and then after that I just put the boot on stood on the sole plate, and then wrapped my foot in duct tape, and then after that so I just kept it like from that forward, because I was working on something and I was trying to make it have a collar, but that didn't end up working, so I decided not to use the collar. But it was like really hard to get this like the heel back here, the back of the boot. But so actually what I did, I had to be a little creative. I just started taping stuff up here at first, but then I got to a problem where like it was so flimsy right here that it was like super hard to put it on, take off and put on. And so I decided to get, since I ran out of this duct tape and it was a small roll, I just cut it like right through the middle, and it like pulled it apart so it was stiff, and now this is pretty sturdy right here. So it was a pretty good idea, I think. But yeah, and then after that, so I just like taped it all together, and since it was sticky up in here, I just put tape. I taped the inside where it's not sticky anymore, and that worked out pretty well. Then after that, since it was too tight up here in the front, I had to scissor it down the middle and just poke holes in it where I can make where I could just make this like holes for the shoelaces. Duh. But yeah, and that seemed to work out pretty well, and it gets a pretty good lockdown whenever you tie them up. But yeah, that's pretty much how I made it all, and I went ahead and put the sock liner back in there just to make it a little bit more comfortable, and they actually turned out really well. They're pretty comfortable. I mean, of course, they're probably not going to be as comfortable as my other boots that I have, but it was just like a fun experiment, and I'm actually going to go out and review these for you guys and tell you about how they worked. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed me making these boots right here, the duct tape boots. See you next time.
American dream.